Hello, welcome back. I'm Empty Bottle, and those are Canadian geese. Let's catch some fish. It's a pretty big smallmouth bass, over a foot long. I'm still not entirely sure when I should be reeling in and when I should not be reeling in. Also, I think after we catch our 5 fish and fill our inventory up and go back to the dock and sell, I think I want to play with the idle mechanic. I want to see what it does, where we just sit here and the game sort of maybe plays itself. I'm curious how the mechanic works. I do want to be interactive with the game. I don't necessarily want to play it like it can be played as a quote-unquote idler, where you can just kind of let it run. I get it, but I also don't really... Like, I see the point, but I don't think I'm going to gain enjoyment from that. Will any of these fish bite on this lure? Let's just swap out for the bobber. We'll just catch some of these fish at the surface. Alright, we're full. Let's head on back to the dock and go talk to Rusty. Okay, it looks like we have some new entries to mouse over. Okay, so one thing that I saw about, or I didn't see, I noticed in editing the little X here I was asking about. I think that this fish has been completed. We caught all the sizes. I'm not really sure what this icon means, but obviously we have small, medium, and large for these. And I don't think we've caught a medium sunfish. I don't think we've caught a large smallmouth bass. So I think that's why that is not crossed off completely. Oh, and these are just like giant 20+ pound fish? Are they like trophy fish? Does an XL count as that? I'm not really sure. We'll find out, I'm sure. Hey, Rusty. About time you showed. I'm starting to think you'd have been abducted by geese. Thanks, Rusty. Alright, what can we do here? I feel like we should update. So the larger rods can't actually catch the smaller fish at all. Or at least that's what it looks like here. I would like to upgrade to the Maple Scout, please. And I don't know if it's gonna transfer. Yeah, it looks like the rod strength is attached to the actual rod itself, which leads me to believe that the boat that we're getting here, the fish storage, is just on this. And if we upgrade to the leaky bucket, we're gonna have to invest money into our inventory growth. So for now, let's go ahead and upgrade to the Maple Scout. We can focus on catching some of the larger walleye and bass. And can we upgrade the line length as well? We can. Oh, this was highlighted. I wonder if we're going to get a story here. Thanks, bud. Well, I'll be. Fish from every hole in the fork? Not too shabby, bud. So, it looks like this was less incentivized by the amount that we've given him over the time, and more that we have achieved some sort of goal. Looks like your rod's still twitching. You wouldn't know it. Or wouldn't you know it? There's a sweet little spot upriver at Beaver Dam. Hang on, I'll scribble it on your map. Don't say I never gave you nothing. Oh, that's cool. So we unlocked a new location. Awesome. Brown trout and question mark. I actually want to test out this new rod and see if we can catch some larger fish where we're already at. So let's head on out. How do I switch rods? Do I have to be away from the dock already? Fish are still pretty strong. Alright. I meant to cast farther. So even the little guys fight pretty hard. I guess I should just let go when they're fighting. A 3-pound walleye. New biggest catch. I know I said that we would play with the idle stuff, but I don't know, we just got new toys. Kind of want to check them out. I really want to see if we can catch one of those much larger ones. I have also not decided on a name for the dog yet. If you have a name for our dog, place it in the comments. I'll at least give you like the little YouTuber really likes your comment heart. And if I pick the name that you give, I will absolutely pin the comment. Nope, that's not what I'm trying to do. Fish, please. There were a few names that were listed in the last one, and one person suggested that we name our dog Boomhauer, because I said that we look like Hank Hill. And I feel like if I start making a bunch of Hank Hill references, I'm eventually going to try to, like, do Hank Hill impressions, and I really don't want to do that on camera, or on recording, whatever you want to call it. Unless I practice them, in which case I'll have at it, but for now, I think I'm not going to do my first time Hank Hill impressions on recording. And then one of the other names was Clyde, which I do like. But I'd like to see what some other people think. This guy's putting up a real fight. Maybe we can't catch these yet. That might have been a skill issue, though. Let me try again. I hope nobody's mad watching this. Like, oh, he's not doing it right. We all have to learn somehow. I'm learning. Please don't be mad at me. Alright, let's head back and sell our stock. You can see the stars start to shine in the sky. I love when you can see some stars right before the sun goes down. They're usually planets, but every once in a while it's clear enough and just the right lighting. You can see some stars off in the distance and barely peek through the daylight. Alright, I'm gonna actually sit here and I'm going to let idle start, which I guess it'll happen eventually here. I remember last episode we were sitting at the dock maybe, and I was talking and the idle program took over. Idle mode engaged. Alright, let's see how this goes. Okay, we're heading out. I wonder if they're going to pet the dog. They're not going to pet the dog, are they? Probably not. I wonder if moving the mouse at all disengages idle mode. I won't do that yet because I don't want to have to sit and wait for it to start back up. But I am interested to see how the computer decides that our character does their fishing. Oh, so we don't follow the lore or anything. We just sit up here. It's comfy. I wonder if it chooses different rods and different lures, or if it just goes based on what you have equipped currently. Oh, looks like we got a bite. Seems like you got away. We'll do one or two more of these. And then I won't waste anybody's time more than I already feel like I am. And I know it's not a real waste of time. We're all here learning together, just hanging out and relaxing. Just watching this beautiful scenery as the sun sets over the lake. And that fish took off. I don't think we caught it. So do we just leave the lure out there? It looks like we do. This reminds me of... Whoa. Did we catch it? Oh, we might have caught it this time. Come on, you can do it. Maybe not. Looks like a big one, too. It's actually going to make me a little bit sad if we catch something bigger than anything we've actually caught on our own. The computer was able to... Oh, wait. Did it get away? It might have got away. Just the automated idle mode breaking our records. That's definitely a feels bad moment. I assume that you can just set up with like good equipment and just let this run while you do laundry or have to run an errand. Come back with a little bit more gold than you had before. Now, I realize that this is more of a philosophical question, but is there really a difference between just letting this run and do its automated process and do the fishing for you, and you come back like 3 or 4 hours later with some X amount of gold, like 300 more gold or whatever it is? Is there a difference between that and just using like some cheat code that's like you open the console and just type add 300 gold? Like, to me, that feels like... It doesn't feel like cheating. I don't know what it is, though. Like, I definitely don't feel a sense of accomplishment for doing what we're doing here. I feel like the reward would be sort of lessened. Like, I didn't earn it. So, again, I mean, it really depends on, like, what your goals are for playing games. Maybe your goal is just to see all the different lakes and different locations you can fish at, and you just kind of let the game play itself. And it's not like you're going around telling everybody, hey, I beat Cast and Chill. You know, it doesn't really matter. It's all about personal enjoyment and what you like to do. I'm just saying, for me personally, I wouldn't look down on anybody that did that. I just know that I wouldn't feel like I played and or beat the game in any way. And I like to play games for that sense of completion and accomplishment, like I did something. So alright, I'm going to move the mouse and see if that exits us from idle mode. Doesn't look like it does. We'll see if this catches this fish on its own. I would like it to catch one fish on its own. Hey, it did it. Good job, computer. New biggest catch. Now I feel like I need to catch a bigger brown trout. Alright, we're going to exit idle mode here. And I'm going to reel this in so that we do it on my cast, even though it doesn't really matter. It's cool that that mode is there, though, and that it's enabled. Lets people that maybe don't have the time or the patience to sit for 3 or 4 hours to kind of farm up the money to get a bigger boat. They can just kind of let this run while they go to school or go to work, and they come back and they have the money to be able to do the thing to let them have the fun that they want to have. I like that, actually. Again, not for me, but not judging. Try a different lure if the fish aren't interested. What do we have here? I thought we had the large spoon bait as well. I could be wrong. We got lucky with this one. Pulled that in right away. Kind of hoping we were going to be able to catch that large one. Alright, let's head back. We'll sell these and we'll check out that other spot. Oh, we only get half the gold if we do the idle process. I like that. Well, butter my auger. You're back. Just in time, too. Fish have been acting weird without you. Something in the air, or maybe they just missed your scent. Alright, let's upgrade our stuff here. Line length doesn't mean a whole lot to me right now. But I do want to increase rod strength. Almost maxed out. Let's head to the Golden Fork River. Oh, that's where we were. But this is the Beaver Dam area. Okay. So the dock's on the right here. It's nighttime. Looks beautiful. I wonder what new kind of wildlife we might see out here. I was glad we got to see the deer in that last one. I'm going to stop here and take a little casty. See what we can fish up here. Said there was brown trout here in this river. Let's go ahead with the crankbait. New species discovered. They may not like this fish, the lure rather. Oh, this one does. Let's see if we can get him to bite. Looks like the larger ones are just kind of swimming away. Like that's the end of their patrol. Alright, let's fish that way then. Or cast that way. Let's see if we can get them interested. Are they gone? Did they just reset? Or do they like... Does it reset every time you cast? That's crazy that that would be the first time that I noticed that. Crazy as in... I do not pay attention when I play games, apparently. It's especially hard when you are recording or streaming. You know you're being observed. I feel like it just changes the way everything works. It's like part of your brain is focused on that, and it takes up some bandwidth that you would normally have to notice everything. Plus, I feel like there's a, maybe not a pressure to perform, but I'm definitely focused on talking. I'm not just sitting here in my own brain, not saying anything. It's much easier to focus when you're not speaking. Although it's not the same muscle, I don't think. So I'll get better at it as I do more of these videos, I'm sure. It's especially hard when I take time between making videos as well. I feel like if I do several in a row, I'm better practiced at it. Whereas if I take a break, it's almost like hitting the reset button. And like I've forgotten everything I've learned or something like that. These may not even be the right type of fish for this lure. We'll let these few come by and see if they nibble. Maybe they don't eat at night. I don't know what the rules are. Let's try the spoon bait. Alright, well, we got something. Is this the new fish? Yeah, it's a crappie. Trophy weight. Wow, okay, so that's a little trophy. That's what that icon was. Let's catch some more crappie. My dad's friends used to fish in a lake, and they'd always talk about catching crappie. I never knew what crappie were. I've never caught a crappie in real life. I don't even know what they look like, honestly. I assume this is pretty close. Good detailed pixel art. And was this the brown trout? Oh, largemouth bass. Okay. I thought we only had one new species in this area, according to that map that we looked at. So I just assumed that we were looking at some fish we've already caught. Ooh, I thought we had one there. Would have been nice. Is this another crappie? Yes, it is. Alright, let's head a little more to the left here. Get a little more lay of the land. See a little more of this beautiful artwork around this beautiful lake. Is that a beaver? Or is that somebody's dog? It's a beaver. Oh yeah, we got some like beaver den and nests and stuff over here. Cool. Man, nature's awesome. Another new species. Is that a catfish? Do catfish like spoon bait? Oh, apparently. Bullhead catfish. Cool. I wonder what the evolutionary reason for the whiskers are. Now that I will take spoilers on. Normally I always say in these videos, You know, I'm not really looking for answers when I ask questions, and that it's all rhetorical. But if you want to put in the comments why, oh, that's a big fish. If you want to put in the comments why catfish have whiskers, please let me know, because I do not know. I'd be highly interested in finding out. And by the time I'm done this, I will have forgotten about the quandary, and I will not look it up. Oops, I just pulled it right out from that catfish's mouth. Let's see if we can get them to re-engage. I love this big dead log down here. Old tree that's fallen out. We got a beaver to the left of us up on the surface here. Oh. The beaver inspecting our dog. Wait, are they? Oh. I thought they were a little closer than they were. I thought they were like... The dog was like licking the beaver. I really want to try to catch this trout. That's not going to do it. I feel like we're going to lose this one. Oh, maybe not. New biggest catch. 21-inch, 5-pound, 9-ounce brown trout. Cool. Alright, let's head back. I assume every dock is going to be Rusty's place. Alright, so that one trophy crappie earned us a lot of money. There's another fish we haven't caught here. I don't remember seeing another fish. Interesting. Alright, let's head back in. Hey, Rusty. Door Creek's different when it's you coming through. Glad you're back. Thanks, Rusty. Looks like we can get some more info from him. Thanks a heap. Ain't nothing like hauling a fat old largemouth bass after giving your a workout? Hang on, I'm reading this wrong. I have to be. Ain't nothing like hauling in a fat old largemouth bass after giving your a workout. Is that like some local language, like how people like northwest of Pittsburgh say yins instead of like y'all or you all? They say yins? I don't know. I assume that's not a typo. I heard there's a swarm of little rock bass up at the Mistwood. Thicker and skeeters on a July evening. Another new location. I really didn't think we'd get all these locations. I really thought that to get new locations, we'd end up having to get those different licenses, and that these were the only places that we were going to get, and that there was a couple of future updates that haven't been put in the game yet. But I'm actually pretty excited that we get all these new locations. Tell you what, why don't you come with me next time and we'll check out the Mistwood. I'm Empty Bottle, and I really appreciate you being here. We'll see you next time.